Today, the Pinterest board closes and the building begins. The front desk of my entire life is about to exist in Notion. Let's go. As a quick reminder, every single thing we're building gets us closer to those cute little dashboards. We've got to understand the pages, the blocks, the databases, and how we want to organize our information before we can go from meh to, oh, hey girl. So just stick with me. This is a companion to Notion Academy's Building Blocks, which is the first lesson in their Essentials workflow. Their version has you building a project hub for a company, navigating a workspace, and creating your first pages and databases. We're going to do all of that just for your actual life. This one page is eventually going to run my entire life. Right now, it's just a list of our amenities. In your sidebar, hit the plus sign to create a new page. Name it Life Lobby or whatever it is that you want to name where you're going to track all of your life stuff. Give it an icon, a cover image, or you can leave those things blank for now. No pressure. We created a little subtitle here to make sure that we remember what we're doing, which is adulting, but make it like a resort. Then your amenities. Each of these is its own page. I actually wrote out restaurant, spa, social club, and the remainder of the list first. And then I went back and clicked on the plus sign next to each name to turn it into a page. Eventually, each one of these pages is going to become its own little dashboard. I'm a burnt out millennial who just wants to romanticize their life and all of the chaos in it. So instead of calling these sections of my Notion life planner areas or modules, which sounds like a corporate offsite that I did not RSVP to, I decided I'm calling them amenities. Because amenities are supposed to take care of you. The restaurant handles your food. The spa handles your health. The library, your reading list, watch list, things that you're learning. The concierge, travel baby, gotta get out of town. The social club is all your people and plans. Vault is where we're keeping that money. Property management is for all the things you've got going on at home. Business center for work and side projects. Dressing room for your style, your wardrobe, your makeup. And the suite for your personal space, whether that's just sleep, rest, or reflection. I'm romanticizing the chaos of my whole life. That is the entire vibe here. Is there an amenity we're missing? What would you call this resort? I'm still working on names. What amenity would you add to our list? Which ones would you remove? I made a whole Notion teamspace to track everything that we're learning and building together. A teamspace is basically a fancy folder in Notion. You can find it on the sidebar pretty easily, which makes it really handy. To create a teamspace, click that settings button. You'll kind of scroll down and then you'll see teamspaces, then create. Name it whatever makes sense for you. You don't have to include a description, but you can if you want. And there you go. Just a heads up though, you don't have to do this. You don't need team spaces. You can continue to use your private space and nest different pages. Your regular sidebar works just fine. I'm using a team space because I want to make sure I can separate the things that are work in progress versus the things that I can share with the internet. You do whatever feels right for you. Our work in process team space, I'm calling Notion Girlie Side Quest. In here, we've got 3 pages. The Notion Academy Lesson Tracker, this is like our first real database and is going to be super handy for this entire series. The Life Lobby, where we're building all of our life needs and going to learn about dashboards. And finally, we've got a dashboard inspiration page. This is so that we can continue to reference some of the Notion dashboards that are out there to help inspire us on our Notion Girlie journey. One more thing, I did turn the homepage into a wiki. A wiki just adds a little menu showing all of your pages at a glance, so you can see everything in one place. 2 things to set it up, and it makes things feel very intentional. Plus, you can set how frequently you want to review any of the pages within your space so that you've got the most up-to-date information. As soon as I learn how to share things in Notion, I'll be able to share some of these templates and resources with y'all. And the good news is that happens in lesson 2. A database sounds complicated until someone shows you what it actually is. The learning tracker here is our first database in action. Each row is one lesson. Every lesson has the same fields attached to it, which course it's from, what the status is, the link to the actual Notion Academy lesson, and a description. Same details every single row. That's all a database is. What makes it actually useful is the views and the page contents. Right now, this is just a table. Once we switch this to a board, everything gets grouped by status or one of the other properties. Same information, but a completely different view. If you click into the title, you open the page for that entry. We've added a few sections here with more information about the lesson and space for you to add your own notes. Fair warning, once you really get databases, you're going to start seeing them everywhere. It's like the car situation, like when you need to buy a car and there's one that you really like, you just start seeing it all over. Yeah, that's databases, just like that. My sisters have been trying to get me to read ACOTAR for literal years. 2 new books just got announced, which I guess that gives me some motivation to create a tracker and maybe actually start reading. So let's build this database from scratch. In the library, we're going to hit / and that'll give us a menu of all the things that Notion can create. We're going to pick a database and then we're going to name it. Now you add your properties. These are the columns of information that we want to capture about each book. I've got title, author, status, series, and the list goes on. Every book has those same fields. Each row is a different book. Now we're going to click the settings and select layout to switch from the table view to a gallery. I've added some cover images. Now it looks like a little digital bookshelf. Same data, completely different vibe. That's Notion. I asked my sisters if there's anything else that I should be tracking, and the only other recommendation they had were character notes. So we'll get to that later. Notion has AI already built into every single page. Not sure if you know that or not. On any page, click where you want AI to help, press the space bar, and you'll get a menu of options. Or you can just start typing. It already knows what's in your workspace. It can pull from the information that you have available there. I used it to write this little subtitle for our life lobby. It's a nice little tool that's right at your fingertips in Notion, but if you think you're going to use it even more, I'd recommend you upgrade your plan. So here it is. This is the lobby right now. It's a list, a homepage. It's the start of something. In the next lesson, we learn how to share things in Notion, which means you'll be able to grab that lesson tracker that we built. See you there.